Welcome. We're doing a writing vlog. I do plan on staying at home completely today and just locking in, trying to get 5,000 words in a single day. The reason I am decked out to the nines in costume jewelry and a red lip and a fancy sweater is because I have this fear that if I didn't dress up for the occasion, then I wouldn't get any writing done. So we're in a Christmas time outfit so I can work on my wintertime Yuletide story. If this is your first video of mine, I'm Wallace Kinney, but you can call me Wallissimo. I am a published author. My debut novel, A Dark and Secret Magic, was published on October 8th of last year. If you're into a witchy time or a autumnal aesthetic, go and check it out. But moving past the self promo very quickly because I need to get writing. It's a little bit past 10 o'clock in the morning. My goal is 5K for the day, but I want to not feel rushed. I am going in not with the idea of getting this done as fast as possible so I can get on with the rest of my day. I am deciding here now, this is my day today. This is going to be me from 10 a.m. until like 10 p.m. just slowly doing writing sprints, being productive, getting my 5K for the day. I've already had a very lovely morning. I woke up, I made myself a cup of tea. I had a video go live today on my YouTube channel. So I just did all the necessary promo for that. And then I updated my goal journals. That's kind of a little ritual that I'm trying to have every single morning so that those don't slip to the wayside. And then I got my space ready for the writing. I lit an incense that is Yuletide themed. It's very piney and earthy and I can smell it right now. It smells lovely. I laid out some reference books, so if there's ever a point today in which I want to take a break from writing, I'm not going to take a break from working on this story though, so I can read those as a way of resting my brain. And I signed into the Discord and got sprints started in the Troublemaker Discord. I have a lot of people joining me today in this attempted 5K day. Some people already have thousands of words already. Very excited for them. I'm going to be a very slow goer today. But for now, we're starting with a Pomodoro, 25-minute sprints, 5-minute breaks, and then we're gonna just see how we go. I have recently gotten into the idea of ritual when writing and the idea that I want to do something to mark the beginning of my writing, and then there's something I want to do to mark the end of my writing, which who knows, by, hours and hours from now after doing this entire 5K day, I might be so exhausted I forget to do that. But here's hoping I don't, because I have a little thing that I do to end it. But to start it, to mark the beginning of the writing day, I have this little Christmas time rustic bell that I bought, and I just ring it for a little bit to call on the muse and get started. All right, I'm gonna pull up my playlist for the project and get to work. The first sprint just ended. I only got about 166 words, and I think I'm going to consider my strategy for the day, for this weekend really. I have been writing chronologically since the start of the year, with occasionally going off and writing what I call bits and pieces, little out of order scenes. And I'm thinking maybe that's what I want to focus on this weekend. I just think that's going to be a way that I get better words today, is if I'm just really immersing myself in the vibe rather than focusing on the plot, because that's where I got so many of my words for Dark and Secret Magic, was on big days when I was trying to push for a lot of words. I was describing the pumpkin carving scene. I was describing the dumb supper, all the food that they cooked. So I think that's where I'm going to switch things up. Keeping that in mind as I head into the next sprint. The third sprint just ended. First of all, we switched format from 25-minute sprints, 5-minute breaks, to 45-minute sprints, 15-minute breaks. And I got 1,499 words, I think, during that last sprint. Yes, 1,499, absolutely amazing. However, I got up and one of the strands of my necklace broke and tiny little fake pearls scattered all over my apartment. So I gotta clean that up. We're on a 15-minute break. We're about 10 minutes into the 15-minute break, actually. I also want to make myself a little bit of a bite to eat because it is almost noon, 6 minutes to noon, in fact. All I've had to eat today is some tea, some elderflower tea, and some of a chocolate bar. So hot. Oh my god. Oh. Okay, I just finished eating lunch. I was watching a video from Marta and I'm not finished with it yet. And I want to keep watching and I just want to be like, oh, I've already written over 2,000 words today. Like, absolute slay. Like, no worries. But now I'm sort of like, ooh, I do not want to lose my momentum. So it's 15 minutes into this sprint, which means there are 30 minutes left. I'm just going to see how many words I can get for the next 30 minutes. Hopefully, you know, inch closer to the next 1,000 word mark and keep going. Keep going is the mantra of the day. Just chiming in here quickly to say that I've officially hit the halfway mark for the day. I have 2,562 words. It's currently 12:26, so we're only about 10 minutes past my last check-in. This is going a lot faster than I thought, which could be very famous last words. I will say my main strategy has been to completely remove myself from the part of the story I was previously working in. I am currently writing in the third act. Like, I am currently writing almost the ending, even, you could say, which is a choice. You know, that is certainly a choice to do that. It's a choice that makes me very nervous because it's hard for me to write these heightened emotional scenes if I haven't followed the character on the emotional journey of the entire story to know how truthfully I'm telling it. But I will say that there are certain things that are coming out in the tags of the dialogue and in the background, little details I'm adding in that I find so fascinating and interesting, as if I am foreshadowing something that has already happened, that this is the fruition of a foreshadowing that I haven't written yet. That's really intriguing to me, and it's kind of me signaling to myself that I need to go back and include the build up to these little moments. So anyway, I'm enjoying myself. I'm listening to medieval lo-fi, having a good time. We're gonna keep going. It's not even 2 o'clock. I mean, okay, it's almost 2 o'clock, which means I've been working for several hours now. I mean, the red lip, where did she go? And we've lost a string of pearls. But I am less than 200 words away from hitting the 5K goal for the day, and I'm confused. I don't fully understand how this is happening. These are not good words, but gosh, I am feeling so good right now about the words I am getting. And we're just a couple minutes away from the start of the next sprint, which very easily, theoretically, would be my last sprint. Like, I think I could finish. I think I will get 5K for the day within the first 5 minutes of this next sprint. Again, could be hubris talking, but I'm feeling that. I'm really feeling that. But there is a part of me that thinks I'm just going to keep going because I had emotionally prepared to go hard today. And the idea of going this hard and then stopping while I'm feeling good and feeling like I have momentum and then just kind of twiddling my thumbs for the rest of the day and then having to wake up tomorrow and then do all of this again plus an extra 2,000 because I want to get 7K tomorrow, that gives me pause. I'm like, ooh, that sounds tough. I think I'm just going to keep going. Although, of course, I will admit we are in a bit of a danger zone right now because I have gone from sitting at my desk to lounging on my couch to laying on my bed. So, and this is usually the time of day that my mental brain fog really starts to creep in. So this could end quickly. This could end very quickly. I always think this is so cute, and then they end up pissing each other off, and I don't understand what happens. I told you. They go from love to hate in the blink of an eye. Is this just normal play? Anyone who owns cats, let me know. Okay, it is fully hours later. It's like 6 p.m. I got 8,000 words today, and I have to admit, I got 8,000 words around 4 o'clock. And then I've just been on TikTok. How upsetting is that? That's so disappointing. I'm so disappointed. I mean, I don't want to be too hard on myself. I worked really hard today, but also there are so many other activities I could have turned to, but instead I scrolled. The problem is that I had an idea for a TikTok after getting my 8,000 words for the day. I'll put it right here. And because of that, then while it was uploading, I always try and stay in TikTok for a little bit after uploading just in case people comment or anything like that. I don't know if it actually helps with a TikTok account as small as mine is. And also TikTok is literally going away, so who cares? But what was meant to be just a quick little foray into TikTok, a little bit of content creation, me still being on task, still doing the writerly vibes, ended up in a 3-hour scroll session. It's an addiction. It's so bad. It's so bad. Long story short though, the thing that got me out of it was me remembering that I had an end of day ritual, an end of writing ritual, I should say, not end of day ritual. And that is, I'm gonna ring the bell again, and then I'm gonna munch on this chocolate that Katie Ann sent to me when I first started working on About You. She sent me this whole like care package all about winter and Yuletide, and this is a chocolate called the après chocolate, which is obviously like reminiscent of ski culture, but après literally means after. And I love that. So anytime I finish my work for About You for the day, I like literally take just a tiny little nibble of this chocolate as just like a signal. So that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, and the chocolate is sparkling white wine infused chocolate with dried raspberries, and it is so good. Because I got 8,000 words today, that's 3,000 extra words than I was trying to get, which means instead of having to write 7,000 words tomorrow, I only need to write 4,000 words tomorrow. And I'm very excited about that. There is a part of me that is tempted to keep going, and I was tempted right after I stopped writing as well, but my wrists were hurting. I wanted to give them a break, which is why it's even funnier that then I like was scrolling, which is not a great motion for your wrist either. Ugh. Anyway, I'm so annoyed. It's fine. We're moving past it. I definitely do feel like I also creatively, not that I was slowing down, but just that I was kind of grasping. I was creatively grasping to try and improve my word count. And I think to avoid full crash out tonight and then burn out tomorrow, I'm going to take the rest of the night off, and I'm going to signal that to myself, to my brain, by consuming this chocolate. But since this kind of happened faster than I thought, I might just continue this vlog into tomorrow. So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Hi, it's Sunday Wallace. I just wanted to come in and check in and also finish up the vlog. I don't know how long he's gonna want to stay with me. He's kind of staring off, dissociating. I swear I'm not forcing you to be here. Okay. I had a fabulous day today. Woke up this morning, watched Anna and Malin on the Lazy Gang stream, and edited my video, or a vlog that is going up next week. And then I went and took myself out for a little bit of lunch. I got some Thai food, which was fabulous. And then I went to a coffee shop that I really love and wrote for quite a few hours. I did not write with the same fervor that I wrote yesterday. Understandably, I wrote a lot yesterday. And so it took me quite a long time to get a significant word count for the day. I left the coffee shop at around 3:30 with just over 2,000 words, and I went for a long walk in the downtown area of my town just to kind of get some fresh, if chilly air, but also rejuvenate myself. It is now 6 p.m. I just hit my goal for the day. I just got 4,000 words. Even though I got 4,000 words, those weren't all words that are in the manuscript, which is, I'm trying to figure out how to navigate this. I have realized that during this whole time, I've been writing probably so many more words than I'm actually giving myself credit for, because I have all these separate files in my Scrivener where if I don't feel like I know exactly what part of the story these words go in, I just put them in my little bits and bobs folder. So they're not being counted in the Scrivener total. Whatever, it doesn't matter for today. Long story short, I got 4,000 words. A lot were bits and bobs words, but a good chunk was, okay, not a good chunk. Like around 25% were manuscript words. So my manuscript is sitting at just under 20,000 words, which is super, super exciting. It's very messy. It's much messier now than it was at the start of this vlog, because basically up until this vlog began, I was writing chronologically, and now I'm jumping chapter to chapter. I'm jumping from the third act to the second act and back. So things are getting really disjointed, but I think at the same time, this is a system that's really, really working for me, because it's helping me stay in the flow of things, and so I don't get too down on myself by like falling behind. And then number two, I don't know, it's like I'm collecting all the puzzle pieces on this draft, and then on draft number 2, that's when I have permission to really try and put them all together. I'm gonna be okay with this. I'm gonna give myself permission to do this kind of jumping back and forth, non-chronological creation of this story, because like I said, it's working for me. In total, 4,000 plus yesterday's 8,000, 12,000 words for the weekend. Very, very pleased with myself. If you've made it this far into the vlog, leave me a little bell emoji for my little ritual bell, and tell me how your weekend was. I want to hear about it. I'm excited to watch all this footage back as I get it ready to upload. And then this upcoming week is going to be super, super fun. I'm going on a mountain retreat type thing, but I'm also going to be doing a lot of activities that are directly related to this book. I want to experience these activities in person so that I can write them honestly, and I'm really looking forward to that, and I hope I will film it and eventually release a vlog about all of that for you guys to enjoy. But until then, go be happy, go be healthy, and go write. Bye.